Hi, everyone. I want to remind you of a couple measures we're asking that you continue to take when creating your Zoom meetings with students. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to zoom.us. We do want everyone to continue to create their meetings beginning in the Zoom platform, please. And I'm going to just go ahead and click on my icon there. We are aware that some may be using the personal meeting ID here. We do not want to continue to do that. We want you to make sure that you are creating a new meeting ID for every meeting that you launch. So we're going to look at our meetings. We're going to schedule a new meeting. Name the meeting. So we're going to call this amazing. I'll just call this advisory. We're going to pretend this is an advisory. Metzger advisory. Okay, we'll just go with these times as they are. We're not going to be using recurring meetings anymore. The idea is that every time that we meet together, we want it at a new address, if you will. Think of it as a new address. When it comes to meeting ID, we're not using that personal meeting ID. Again, we're going to stick with the default, which is generate automatically. That's going to be new each time. Okay, that choice between, whether you want the participants to come with their video on or off is up to you. I always go with on because one of the things we're missing the most during social distancing is socializing. And then you're going to notice for us, we've made a recent change under meeting options. You'll see that enable waiting room is now locked in the on position. This is intentional, and we have further communication coming out about that soon. And so I'm going to go ahead and hit save. So now I've got my Metzger advisory. It's launching today at whatever time I said that was. And I'm going to grab the URL again. And this is the workflow we really do want you to be utilizing. I'm going to copy my URL from right there. And then I'm going to go back into Schoology and I'm going to create the calendar event as we've been doing all along. So as I'm working on this, creating the calendar event, this is going to happen today at, we'll say 2 p.m., p.m., not a.m. It's going to end at 3, we'll say. It's going to be called, we're going to call it Metzger, right? Because we want the students, when this gets aggregated into the Schoology calendar, we want them to recognize either the teacher name or the class name, okay? And we'll call it advisory. And I'm going to insert the link here, but we are going to add one extra step. We are going to actually paste the link in the description of the event as well. That's just an added step for us because it puts the link in another space for our users to access. I'm going to hit Save Changes. And now we're going to see that this calendar event is there. It's got the link to my Zoom. And again, the major takeaways here are that we are not using personal rooms. We are going to generate that new ID each time. We're going to continue to access Zoom through the Zoom website, and we're going to copy and paste the URL into a calendar event, but we're also going to get that URL into the text somewhere so that if a student is locked out for some reason, the parent view will enable them to grab the text and at least paste that into a link. Into a browser. So hopefully this information is helpful and a great reminder on how we can keep our Zoom meetings pretty structured and behind the password protection of our Schoology learning management system. Have a great day, everyone.